following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Hangin with Cowboys.
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star in Frisco. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, and Shannon Gross.
Monday after Easter. All you people that gave up booze for Lent can get after it now. Kurt, you got a bottle in your pocket?
Yeah, I got it stashed.
Yeah? What's going on, Nate?
Nothing much, my friend. I'm just checking it out, man.
Looking at the draft magazine, huh?
Yeah, just, looking at this, bad drafts, man. Broadus and Dave Hellman and
Bad drafts.
Rob Phillips. Yeah, bad drafts, man.
What you mean?
Okay, let me go through this right quick. Like,
Wait, before you get into that, what'd y'all do for Easter yesterday?
Just hung out with the family.
Yeah? Did you do anything fun?
Hung out with the family.
Okay.
How about you?
Mama Gross came in town.
Hey.
We hung out a little bit this
So
week.
you hung out with the family.
Hung out with the family, yep.
Should have had her
So
come
you
in
didn't bring
today.
your dad? You didn't bring your dad in?
Nah, he doesn't come see me.
Oh, okay, all right.
Too far to drive.
All right, yeah, make a bit of an excuse. Okay, Brian Broadus got on the draft pick. This is a bad draft. He got Zach Allen. He got a defensive end, Boston College. You got this Tristan Hill, defensive tackle, and then we finally get to the offense. And then he still got a safety with this. That's wrong. Jonathan Abrams, safety. This is Dave Hellman. Then he got a defensive end. Then he finally gets to the running back. Then Rob Phillips got a defensive end, a safety. Then he finally gets to the running back. That's wrong. All you need is one defensive player, whether he's a defensive end or a defensive tackle, then everything else got to be offense.
I want to know
Really?
if Nate bumped his head 2 weeks ago.
I don't know. See, what about, they need linebacker depth. They need safeties. They need defensive tackles. I mean, how do you address all that?
You go out and get one impact defensive tackle. It's a lot of them in the draft. It'll be one there at 58. You get that one dude. Unless like one of these stud guys that's maybe a outstanding safety or something slip to you, but ain't none of these guys slipping, bruh. Right. This is a meager draft, and what I mean by that is you may got 14 to 15 guys, maybe 16 that has a true first round grade on them. So what you're saying is the quality of premium talent is at an all-time high. So if you moving up, you got to overpay.
Yeah.
So even if a guy slipped into the second round, that's how many players? That's 40-something players that he got to slip down to about 47 before you even think about it. And you still got to get a king's ransom. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. Just get that super stud defensive lineman, defensive tackle, or defensive end, and then just go to get an offense.
So you're going defense first.
I'll go defense. I really would like to just go all offense, but if you're going to get an impact defensive lineman, I'm with that.
Because this is supposed to be a pretty deep draft at D-line, right?
Yeah.
Most of the mock drafts out there have us taking a defensive guy with our second-round pick. Most of them have it as a safety. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting.
What would you do?
Well, I'd probably go the safety defensive tackle route, one of those two, I think.
Yeah?
My question to you, brother Kurt, glad to see you.
Good to see you. Sounds like I'm in trouble.
What's the quickest impact on defense? What is the quickest impact?
Putting pressure on the quarterback.
Okay, so we're going to blitz this safety, 15 times a game?
Well, I guess but do you have more depth and talent right now at defensive line than you do at safety?
Okay, what's wrong with Jeff Heath? What's wrong with?
I don't know.
What's wrong with Xavier Woods? What's wrong with Kayvon Frazier?
Ioka.
Is that group needing more help than
because
Malik Collins?
The defensive tackle that I'm talking about coming in and automatically going to get 25 snaps.
Yeah.
Is your safety coming in at the second pick? Is that guy, hey, man, we starting him?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Don't think so?
I don't. Well, with the guys you got in front of him, Jeff Heath, Woods, Ioka, I think two of those three are going to be your starters. This guy, I think, would have to sit for a year.
But, okay, so you're saying your defensive tackle would start?
I think he'd be in the rotation. I think he would get on the field. I mean, I don't know if this safety is going to get on the field. And at 58, I mean, if you're in the first round, I think, yeah, okay, draft a safety and he might start or at least get on the field. I don't think he's going to get on the field.
Okay, we don't have a first-round pick, and if we did, we'll pick at, 27th? If we had a first-round, 28?
Something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so most teams are going to be able to pick twice before the Cowboys get a chance to pick. We agree, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, Nick Bosa, Josh Allen, Rashawn Gray, Montez Sweat, Farrell, these guys will be gone. These guys will be gone. But there's no guarantee that Zach Allen, Jonathan Ledbetter, Austin Bryant, Christian Miller, ain't no guarantee these guys going to be gone.
Seen a couple people tag us with Zach Allen, including
See,
Broadus.
I'm just letting you know it is there to be had. We tell you what, man. Y'all have a nice show. I done stated my case. I'm out of here.
You done?
I'm gone. Doug, come in here and get me, dog.
What if the best guy available is an offensive guy?
You can't leave now. You only get you won't get your whole $5 for the show. You only get like $1.25.
I'm good.
Why did you change? Let me ask you this. Why did you change?
Quinn. Robert Quinn.
That's it. That's the reason why, huh?
What if your best? So now you everything to help Dak. I think you said that last.
That's
week.
right. Everything to help Dak.
But you still want to go defense first? The
first pick, second round. You Xavier Woods, Jeff Heath. What's the other guy?
Ioka.
Mm-hmm. If we draft a guy, it would be a shame, a downright shame. Oh well, we drafted him, and but he's just not ready. Okay, we stand to have that with anybody that we draft.
Sure.
But we don't wait to the safety, a guy that's the last line of defense versus a guy that can make something happen right away. Which one do you want?
Okay.
I'm not trying to sell you on this. I'm just saying, the last time that I wanted a guy and the Cowboys did not get these guys, one of them was named Luke Kuechly, and this other guy was in the same draft with him named Fletcher Cox. They didn't want him.
I've heard of those guys.
That's fine.
I've heard of those guys.
But the guy that we went and got was a great athlete, and if he wouldn't have been hurt, he probably would have been a killer. And that was Mo Claiborne.
Mm-hmm.
That's who we moved up and got. That's who we gave up the groceries for to go get the big steak.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Fletcher Cox still moving around, folks. Luke Kuechly, after 18 concussions, still a 7 or 8-time All-Pro, finna go in the Hall of Fame. I'm just saying, you go get the safety. I want the defensive tackle.
What are you doing, Kurt? Safety? You sticking with it?
No, not necessarily. I mean,
wow. I can just tell you who to get now?
Didn't I just say a minute ago defensive tackle or safety? I mean, I'm not necessarily. But I like your argument,
All right,
yes.
so
I like
who
your
you want,
argument.
brother?
It's draft time. It's time to pick.
I want the best guy.
And you have two guys, a safety and a D lineman, that are both right there together on your draft board. One of them's not any better than the other. Are you going safety or are you going D line?
Boy, it's tough.
The grade is no better than the other?
Same grade.
Same grade.
I feel like we need more help at safety. But I understand, I mean, obviously, Nate's example, his argument makes perfect sense. That the guys up front will probably have a bigger impact. But
because all of the safeties, from what I'm looking at, what Broadus told, I'm not saying it's not no good safeties, bro. But from what Broadus is saying and what these other guys are saying, how you doing there, Scott? You know, what do y'all think? I mean, See me, I'm not gonna go look at no film. I looked at the college football season, and every announcer, regardless whether he was doing a Division I game or a Division V game, you know what everybody said?
What?
Boy, there's a lot of defensive tackles out there this year.
Yeah.
Even in the games where kids had to pay for scholarships to go to school,
so if-
the defensive tackles.
So if there's fewer safeties and more defensive tackles, should you try to grab that safety and then come back later and get the defensive tackle?
But it ain't. But what I'm saying is, it ain't but 4 or 5 prominent safeties
That's
in
true.
this
Yeah,
draft.
I mean, if they're all gone, then there's no point.
So I'm
reaching.
like,
You
we're
don't
gonna
wanna
reach out there and get
No,
a possible dud.
you can't reach. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's my issue. Okay, safety. Boy, this is the thinnest part of the book.
Just the end of the book. Same.
This is wow.
It's the same.
Hey, ain't no. Look at here, man. Look here, and I'm going by in house. We got more on what we got in this book on any page than on safeties. So that's telling me that it's only two people that's on even on the front page. What's up with that?
No, don't lie to people. It's not. It's the same as all the other ones.
Wow.
Same amount of players.
Yes.
I think y'all getting gypped financially if y'all waiting on safeties. What are you
Doug, what are you
4 or
doing?
5.
You all do a great job with the magazine.
Yes,
I look
we do.
forward to it every Wednesday when it arrives.
Thank you, Gil.
Doug, what are you doing in the draft?
Yeah, I want a fast backup running back for Zeke.
In the second round?
I wouldn't feel horribly if that was the best talent at that spot. I want interior defensive lineman just like Nate. I would feel great if that were the best talent at that spot. I'm not against offensive line. I don't think they can have enough when you consider that we're hopeful for Frederick and we're hopeful for Tyron Smith to be healthy, but we know how that has affected things in the past. And I think we took care of wide receiver, but if there were a nifty slot type wide receiver, not a featherweight like Lucky Whitehead, but a stout third wide receiver, I would not feel horribly about that either.
So basically, Doug's good with anything but a quarterback. Any other position he's good at.
And here's my thinking. I mean, Dak Prescott's best year was when he was surrounded with options. And since then, statistically or however, people may think he's regressed, but he also hasn't had the talent around him. So if you're going to win with Dak, give him tools, and that's what Nate's been saying.
Yeah.
And I think offensive line, running back. I mean, because you can use a second running back. If the guy's trait is speed, you can get that. You can use a running back like you did Lucky Whitehead.
They didn't use him much.
Well,
I think
he was used pretty effectively. If a running back in the second round, hopefully, because what was Lucky Whitehead, a free agent?
Let me say this, young men.
And old men, Kurt.
This is what, if you get a running back, remember this. All I need is from this backup running back is you have to be explosive. You get what I'm saying? You got to be. We can't put you in for 8 plays a game or 10 plays a game, and you average. Let's say we hand you the ball, you average 3.5 yards a rush.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have a hard time taking a running back in the second round.
You know, I'm just saying. But if you got a guy that can get 10 plays, and one of them plays going to be like a 40-yard burst or catch a ball, like the kid from Atlanta used to do.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, look at Chris Johnson. You remember Chris Johnson?
Yeah.
He was, a third-round pick? Maybe a second.
You got to have a back that's explosive. And maybe Rod is it. Maybe with the new offensive coordinator, maybe he can be that explosive guy. But you can't have a running back that you put in the game and all of a sudden, just like we fall off a cliff.
3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah. So whether you get him in the 5th round or whether you get him in the 2nd round, we got to have a back that can change the game on a limited amount of carries.
Yeah, and they've been
Johnson was a first rounder there.
Was he? And they've been trying. It seems like since Lance Dunbar, they've been trying to force somebody into that position. It looked like you may have had it with Tavon till he got hurt.
Right.
So who knows?
He'll be back, so
Yeah.
maybe that still roll with that.
So, whether you get a running back in the 3rd or the 4th, which don't bother me, which we've done here, but they got to be guys that can be a difference maker.
Yeah.
Now,
you had a guy from Oklahoma that was pretty good in the 3rd round.
Back to these safeties.
Damn straight.
Brian's pet cat is a guy named Tyler Rapp.
Okay. Where's he from?
And he's from Washington.
Okay.
40-yard, he run a 4.5. Oh. Bench press 17. Vertical 35. Broad jump was 115. Now, this type of guy that is a football player. His numbers don't stand out to you, but what Broadus has seen on the film must be outstanding. For real, must be outstanding. And a guy like that can play in this league a long time. But he plays near the line. He has a feel for his assignments. He has some range, fights through trash, nice job timing the run blitz, has the ability to run and close, quickness on his feet, can stay with his man in coverage, shows direction skills. Now you know. Rapp has 7 interceptions, playmaker. 1 defensive touchdown for the Huskies, an All-American by various outlets in 2000. So now, this could be your guy here, man.
NFL comparison, Patrick Chung. That's one of the things I like the best about this magazine is not only do they tell you about these guys, they tell you who they're comparable to.
Who they look like. Now, and let me tell you something. When I look at this right here, have y'all Jesse Bates, Kevin Bird, Terrell Edmonds, LaMarcus Joyner, Eddie Jackson. A lot of these names are pros that we ain't even heard of that these guys get compared to. But hey, let's get a safety.
That's how deep they go.
Yeah,
how do you get this magazine, Kurt?
Let's get a safety.
Go to DallasCowboys.com/star. DallasCowboys.com/star, and they'll have links there either to our digital version or there's some store locations. We're actually sold out on the merchandise site, but they are available in some stores and our digital ones. So,
digital version for iPad and iPhone,
Android, yep,
all those things.
DallasCowboys.com/star.
All right, well, let's take a break. When we come back,
take a break.
Let's talk about the schedule.
Oh, this Zach Allen brought us a Tyrone Crawford.
Hey. What was I saying? Oh, the schedule came out Wednesday. Let's talk about the schedule. And did Dak and Russell Wilson just become best friends? On Hanging with the Boys.
Kaboo, Texas is 3 days, 6 stages, over 100 artists, including The Killers, Lionel Richie, Leonard Skinner, Ms. Lauryn Hill, Kid Rock, Alanis Morissette, Little Big Town, The Avett Brothers, Counting Crows, Pitbull, Sting, The Black Eyed Peas, and the list goes on. Don't miss Kaboo, Texas. Single day and 3-day passes are on sale now. Visit KAABOOTexas.com to get your passes today.
A man's Stetson doesn't just protect him from life's elements. It projects an unstoppable and legendary spirit, just like the men wearing silver and navy on the field every Sunday. Since 1865, Stetson hats are American-made with pride right here in Texas. They are still the official crown of all self-respecting Cowboys. And Stetson is proud to be on the field with America's team. Find Stetson hats in the Pro Shop or at Stetson.com today.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with sideline access and photo ops with current players, alumni, and cheerleaders. That's not all, though. You'll get to talk X's and O's with Senior Director of Player Personnel Will McClay, and of course with yours truly, me, Brian Broadus. You can trust the official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, and with us, you'll travel like a pro. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
While a player could look good on paper, it's when he's out on the field that you really find out what he's made of. That's why the Cowboys rely on more than just stats and scouting reports when building their team. When picking a tractor, it's why you should rely on more than just specs and features. You've got to take it out and put it to the test. The Cowboys did when they named John Deere their official tractor. Experience one for yourself. Visit myjohndeeredealer.com/football.
Hangin' with Cowboys.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
The Cowboys 2019 season schedule is out. Don't miss your chance to see the Cowboys live this season at AT&T Stadium. You won't want to miss these exciting matchups when the Eagles, Giants, Packers, Rams, and more come to Arlington. Get your tickets now at DallasCowboys.com. We'll talk about the schedule here in a minute, but I wanted to know what you guys think. There was a quarterback that Dak Prescott has been compared to early in his career that just got paid last week.
Yeah, he got a lot of money, didn't he?
And drove the quarterback price tag
even higher
than what it's been. And he's kind of a similar, there have been the Dak Russell Wilson comparisons. What do you think this does for, well, obviously it probably made Dak really happy because that means his bottom number is going to go up. So what do you think? Still think you got to lock him in?
Yeah, I think.
What Russell get paid?
He got about $35 million a year. And Dak isn't going to get that.
No.
But I think he's going to get 25 to 30. I mean, you look at the top 7 highest paid quarterbacks right now, he's got more wins than any of them the last 3 years.
Yeah. And here's the deal. I think Dak has
smiling.
Don't be surprised if he gets paid some crazy amount because he has all the leverage. Ownership has already put all their eggs in that basket and said, he's our guy. We're going to get a deal done. Now, hey, come this weekend when the draft rolls around, who knows? But as of now, they have all their eggs in that basket, and Dak's just sitting back waiting going, okay, you're telling me I'm your guy.
Yep.
Show me what his best leverage is.
What's that?
That the only quarterbacks they've had since Aikman were accidents.
Yeah.
Tony Romo, free agent. Dak was a 4th round.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see what happens. This team probably isn't confident that it can upgrade in the draft.
You saying identify the right one?
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with Dak as far as paying him and hitching your wagon to him.
Would you pay him $35 million a year?
No.
What would you pay him?
I think the 25 area is a good spot.
I think you're going to get closer to 30.
I think you are too, man.
I'd rather it was 25 just because I want to put more talent around him, but I understand if it gets closer.
Listen to who
30.
your top 7 guys are. The bottom one is Derek Carr at $25 million, Matthew Stafford at 27, Garoppolo at 27.5, Cousins at 28, Matt Ryan at 30, Aaron Rodgers at 33.5, Russell Wilson at 35. I think he falls in between minimum Kirk Cousins and Garoppolo range. Minimum.
I do not want to brag.
But brag.
But I have to be a genius. I have to be a genius.
Yeah.
Now,
just because you're the smartest one in this room does not make you a genius.
I think that y'all did a magnificent job on this magazine.
Yeah.
But y'all, now you tell me, I'm going to ask you two guys and you, Douglas, would you pay a dude $30 million a year and not surround him with every possible weapon you can? I'm just asking y'all now. Tell me what you think. I'm not going to give me, Nate Newton, I'm not going to give you $30 million a year and not give you everything on this field to succeed.
Right.
Just tell me if I'm wrong.
You know
now.
what?
Oh, that's true.
Amen.
This show is a lot like the Cowboys drafts when it comes to quarterbacks. We don't know what the hell we're doing, but it looks like we planned this segment to butt up against this so Nate could be a genius.
Yeah, exactly. We said.
I feel like we trapped ourselves. 'Cause he's right. He's right. You're right.
It's nowhere in the world. I'm going to go out and say, hey, man, here go $30 million. We tried receiver and tight end by committee last year, and it didn't work. But we went out and got you Amari Cooper, and boy, the things turned around. So this year here, we're not going to do anything but give you $30 million. but we're going to go over here and draft like 6 or 7 safeties.
No. That's not
Kurt.
true. That's not true. But the best offensive guy might not be in the second round, right?
I'm just saying.
You said it yourself. Who can they draft that would impact them this year?
Hold on a minute.
Nate's banging his head on the table.
Because that's what you said. But, brother, that's what I've been thinking. It's nowhere in the world I'm going to give this dude. Now, if I gave him 22, 25, I mean, like, okay, all right. But at this point in time, you went out and got Quinn. That's what really changed my mind. When they went out and got the other guy, because now Tyrone Crawford can truly be used anywhere we need him. Now we got to pray that Collins come up and stay healthy. I told him to his face, I said, Collins, man, you my X Factor. Don't let me down. You know. Now, if we got Collins, we got Tyrone Crawford, we got Quinn, we got D-Law. That's our front four. Along with the human law, along with Ross, along with the kid we got from the Texans. That's 8 guys. That's 7 guys. We need 2 more guys. Whether they deep, and now we got Darren Armstrong. That's 8.
Yeah.
So if these guys grow and be who they can be, okay, I can live with Jeff Heath. I can live with Xavier. I can live with the rest of those guys. I can. But what I cannot live with is we give Dak $30 million and we don't have that secure offensive line, or we don't have that secure spot at tight end, or we don't have that secure spot at that second running back. I got to give Dak, along with his $30+ million possibly, every opportunity to win. Because I'm going to tell you what can't happen a year from now is we be sitting in here, and God bless it, I be here, we be sitting in here and saying, hey, man, did we overpay Dak? We do not need that question. I promise you. Well, so let me tear all the pages out with defense in it.
Because you're paying him. Because you're paying him. Because ownership's already said they're paying him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How do you approach this draft? You take an offensive guy in the second round then?
And how
can he make an impact this year?
Is there a possible explosive guy in the second round? And I don't care if he a center, a guard, a tackle. I do not care. Because we have one spot that is not solidified. That's our left guard. Yeah. Our left guard is not solidified. Everywhere else, we are. Collins is up after this year. Right. You cannot afford to pay Collins the $8-9 million. I'm just being honest. How you gonna do it?
Right.
Our right tackle is up after this year. So now we're gonna go back and say, hey, Dak, look here, man. We know you want $31 million on average. But can you cut out a couple of mil where you can play Collins? I don't think that's happening.
No, that ain't happening.
So now we got a draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
But nearly every one of our guys on offense.
Go out and buy the star.
Every one of our impact
and tag
guys on
all
offense.
your defensive players. They did a great job. I'm sorry to all the work y'all did. And concentrate on offense.
You know what?
Nearly every one of our impact players on offense are first or second rounders, or first and second round talent in the case of Collins. So, I mean, you're going to take a second rounder, maybe grab a tight end there, and then how are you going to fill in the rest of it? I mean, how can they impact this year?
I asked the question: what position can give us the most impact,
right?
Offensively or defensively? I don't care what it is. And right about now, I have to agree, we need better play out of our safeties. We do, and that's the bottom line. I'm not saying if they get a safety, you're not gonna hear me come in and say, "Oh man, really?" But what I'm hoping and praying is he an opening day starter, and halfway through the season, I hope he at least got the basic coverages down, basic run defenses down, and he can flourish with what he know. And as in time, will teach him the rest. But if he come in and we looking at a guy and be like, he can't get on the field.
Yeah.
Well, he's got talent, but he ain't smart. He can't get on the field.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't gonna work. See, a defensive lineman, you can put a fat plug out there and say, "Hey, man, just hold ground, just grab ground, lock in."
Put your toenails in, huh?
Yeah, you ain't got to do nothing. Just stand right here, don't be moved. But a safety, we asking him to call coverages and just,
yeah. Now, would you take a second-round tackle, knowing that Collins might not be back next year, or do you take a guy?
I need some impact, man.
You got to have somebody right now.
I got to have some impact, man. If I'll take a left guard. I'll take me old fat Waddy up left guard and take a chance to compete now.
Man, if they spent a second-round pick on last year on a guard, I can't believe they'd do it again this year.
Well, last year was a surprise that we got Connor, right? Wasn't last year?
That was a surprise.
Because everybody thought that wide receiver was coming, boy.
Yeah.
Everybody, wide receiver, second round out of University of Texas. Everybody like, look at Connor Williams. I'm like, yeah. And I'm still saying yeah because he need a year to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And unfortunate, he got hurt and he's getting his full year to grow.
Right.
Now I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying now. Either I'm a genius.
Yeah.
Or you're a genius.
I'm just smart.
Well, it'll be interesting for sure this weekend to see what happens.
$30 million.
$30 million. That's
what were you surrounded with? A lot of defensive players.
At least a lineman, I guess.
The schedule came out Wednesday.
All right.
Let's go through this schedule.
Feeling good about it?
Huh?
You feeling good about
Hell
it?
no. You seen who we're playing?
Yeah.
Let's go through it. How many years have they opened up with the Giants?
Since the stadium opened, hasn't it?
Almost every year it seems like they play the Giants either at home or on the road.
Well, it ain't a Sunday night or Monday night this time.
It's not. It's an afternoon game, 3:25 at AT&T Stadium, the New York Giants. And it's very weird. There's only 2 back-to-back road games and no back-to-back home games. It's like home away, home away.
Let me ask you this right here. Mm-hmm. Put y'all early predictions down.
No. Let's do that next week.
Okay, all right.
Let's go through it.
All right, okay.
We know what your prediction is, 16-0. You don't play that game with us. I don't know why. You play it with other people, but you won't play with us. That's
with
fine.
who?
Huh?
Please.
It's fine.
I ain't no way I'm picking the Cowboys to lose, especially if they go out and get a
get the defensive tackle. You're Super Bowl or bust then, huh?
At Washington, the second game of the season, noon kickoff.
What does Washington have?
I don't know. I don't think much.
They got a backup quarterback. The offensive line is probably going to be healthy this year.
Got an 87-year-old running back.
They got 2 nice defensive tackles.
Mm-hmm.
They re-signed Adrian Peterson, looking for his second year of Fountain of Youth.
Yeah.
What's their wide receivers? They lost one of them. They got the tight end that can't read, that can't stay healthy. And I'm just grabbing off the top of my head. Mm-hmm. Washington ain't it, man.
No. Or the Giants aren't for sure. Then you got Miami at home. That's another noon game.
Should be a win there, you
Should
think.
be, yeah. We can throw out what we think.
I'm saying overall, we ain't got to go in deep.
Yeah.
First 3 games, though, you would think those are all 3 winnable games.
And you hear this next stretch, you're going to need to win them all. All right? At New Orleans, you got night game in the Big Easy.
That's never fun.
And they're pissed off about this past year.
The coach's speech is going to be, let's let it come down to the ref. Let's make sure we do what we have to do.
And we beat them at home, so they're going to be mad about that. That's got to be a loss, right, Kirk?
No, we ain't talking.
What?
I thought we weren't talking wins a lot. I thought we just going overall.
But, I mean, we're not being held to it. Never mind. Let's don't do that. All right, Green Bay at home, 3:25. Damn, it seems like we
ain't got Green Bay. I ain't feeling Green Bay because everybody gonna try to put everything on Aaron Rodgers, even his teammates.
Yeah, I know, because they ain't got much else, do they?
Yeah, man, I love Aaron Rodgers, but he got a load to tote this year, bro.
They're not the same Packers.
He probably saying in his mind nothing different than any other year.
At the Jets, 1 of 2 trips to New York, 3:25 kickoff.
By that time, Bell will be no war off. They're gonna find out he still need offensive line help.
CBS game.
Well, they've got some pretty good skill players, though. Yeah. Potentially, they might be.
Tony Romo will be making that call, won't he?
Yeah, he probably will.
It's my quarterback.
Sunday, October the 20th at home against Philadelphia on
This
NBC.
is the game.
Night game. That's going to be a good game.
This is the game, bro.
That has early division champ implications.
Yeah,
right there.
Wentz, man, that is the game. Wentz versus Dak.
The 27th.
Dak getting 30+ mil with no talent around him.
The Cowboys will not lose. Will not lose on the 27th because they have a bye.
Oh.
There you go.
Then Monday night football at New York again on ESPN. Playing the Giants. Monday Night Football.
2014 is the last time we didn't open with the Giants at home.
Really?
There you go. I thought it was longer than that.
But I think we opened against them the years before that.
Yeah.
It was like just a skipped-a-year thing.
Sunday, November the 10th, my birthday. We welcome the Minnesota Vikings to town at noon.
They're going to be mad. They trying to make up from last year, bro.
That's going to be a hell of a game.
Yeah, they trying to make up from last year.
At Detroit, November 17th, noon game.
It's time
I'm
for
sorry, Minnesota is a Sunday night game, 7:20.
Matthew Stafford. They got 3 night games with a bye in between. Bruh.
Mm-hmm. 3 night games, 4 weeks. They got a bye.
So Jason won't have a problem adjusting to that schedule.
Yep.
3 in a row, you know?
Yeah.
Then they're only back-to-back road games of the season. After Detroit, they go to New England, 3:25 game. That one's on Fox.
Look at that stretch, though. Was it 1 road game, 1 home game in like 4 or 5 weeks, something like that? Is that the way it works out?
What's that?
During that stretch, they have 1 home game in like 4 or 5 weeks.
3 on the road and a bye week. Yep. Thanksgiving, they welcome Buffalo to town. Bring your folding tables and jump off your RVs. Bills Mafia will be making a trip to Dallas. 3:30 in the afternoon. Another Thursday, their second Thursday game at Chicago, 7:20 at night. I am not looking forward to at New England into November, at Chicago at the beginning of December, and
It's like
at
one
Philly.
of the coldest nights you've ever had.
Oh, my God. The coldest night. Coldest I've ever been in my life. Then the 15th of December, they welcome the LA Rams. That playoff matchup. Rams will be
when the
at
Rams
AT&T Stadium.
show up, y'all will wish y'all had the defensive tackle that I pray that we get.
He may be here. We may have him.
Hey.
3:25 kick on that one. The 22nd at Philly, 3:25 p.m. And then to close out the season at home, December 29th against the Redskins at noon.
Let me say this right here.
Say it.
The reason I want that defensive tackle, because our division says we should have him.
Yeah.
What do you think New York going to run? If they had the ball 75 times, how many
Barkley.
times you think they're going to run it?
They're going to pound Barkley up the middle.
With the old man Peterson, what you think Washington? They ain't got no quarterback. What you think they're going to try to do?
Yeah, all right.
All right. New Orleans, they lost Ingram, but what you think they're going to really try to do at home? They finna bring it to us, running. Green Bay, nah. New York Jets, what you think they're going to try to do?
Le'Veon.
They're going to throw him Le'Veon. They're going to hand it to him, throw it to him, toss it, fricassee it, fry it, whatever way they can to this dude. All right. Philadelphia, I don't know what they're going to do, but they got Wentz back.
Didn't
Minnesota.
they sign that guy they got that guy from the Bears, didn't they? Running back.
Yeah, big guy. Minnesota, they got rid of their offensive coordinator because he would not run the ball. So you know what the next offensive coordinator going to overdo for Minnesota? They're going to run the ball.
Yeah.
Now, by this time, our defensive line is going to start to wear down.
Oh, you think?
If we don't have this defensive tackle.
One guy.
I keep setting him up.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll have a very special guest. I'll tell you what, on Hanging with the Boys.
You're like doing what you love. I mean, if you have a thing, then cutting the cord is scary. But then I found out I could switch to DirecTV Now and still get the live sports I love. No satellite needed, no bulky hardware, no annual contract, just...
Get the live sports you love. Try DirecTV Now for $10 a month for 3 months. Visit DirecTVNow.com. DirecTV Now. More for your thing. That's our thing. Use code REALDEAL. Limited time. Price for little package. After 3 months, renews monthly at full price. Currently minimum $40 unless canceled. Prices may change. New subscribers only. Cancel anytime. Content varies by package and may be limited. Restrictions apply.
It's time for tailgating with the OtterBox boys.
OtterBox? The overprotected phone case company?
Yep, and they've got an essential tool for your next tailgate party. The bear-resistant Venture Cooler.
Now wait. In all my tailgating days, I've never seen bears tackling brats on the blacktop.
And you never will, because a Venture Cooler with a locking kit is basically bear repellent.
Can't wait to try it out at my next tailgate.
That's been Tailgating with the OtterBox boys. Visit OtterBox.com to learn more about their certified bear-resistant Venture Coolers.
Do you want the most interesting, up-to-the-minute Dallas Cowboys news straight from the Star in Frisco? How about exclusive and on command? That's right, news and nuggets you can't find anywhere else. With our exclusive Cowboys content on Alexa, you can have all the answers, secrets, stories, and more. What's Stephen Jones thinking during a game? What's Joe Looney's favorite pregame meal? We take your questions to Cowboys players and coaches, and you can hear the answers directly back to you. Just say, Alexa, open Dallas Cowboys.
Now's a good time to tell you that SeatGeek is the new source of tickets for all your football needs this season. SeatGeek makes managing tickets easy, whether it's buying or transferring to a friend. They even tell you the best deals for every game based on their Deal Score technology, which rates every seat on historical data, price, and location. Download the SeatGeek app on your phone and take $20 off your first purchase using code DALLAS at checkout. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
A man's Stetson doesn't just protect him from life's elements. It projects an unstoppable and legendary spirit, just like the men wearing silver and navy on the field every Sunday. Since 1865, Stetson hats are American-made with pride right here in Texas. They are still the official crown of all self-respecting Cowboys. And Stetson is proud to be on the field with America's team. Find Stetson hats in the Pro Shop or at Stetson.com today.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
We are back. We got a full house here in the studio at the Star in Frisco.
That's on air.
We got Kurt to my right.
Let me get Kurt next to
Nate
Mike,
to my
brother.
left.
Okay, now I'm lightening up some.
Nate to my left. Taylor across from me for Tay What. And Taylor, you have a very special guest in the house today,
do.
right? Who do we have?
I have somebody who Cowboys fans will know and love, Danny McCray.
What's up, Danny?
Finally, a safety that we know.
A safety that we know.
Wow.
He's a former Cowboy, but now he has joined us on the other side, the business side, and now you are the camps manager. So you handle all youth camps, DCC camps, and everything in between for the youth of America.
Everything that has to do with football on the business side
That's you.
of the building, that's me.
Yeah, Will McClay, move over. Danny McCray is here.
No, on the business side.
Oh, okay.
That's the football on the football side.
Yes.
So how long you been here, Danny?
I've been here for 6 years now. I just started this position right after a Super Bowl, so it was a little bit over 2 months.
How did you fall into it, or did you calculate and maneuver yourself into it? How did you get to it?
It was a long road. I went back to school after I finished playing ball.
Right.
NBA. Then I was
Heard that Shanny went back to school.
LSU.
No, actually,
I went for 12 years. I don't need to go back to school.
I went to Indiana University for my MBA.
Did you?
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
You say for the NBA or the MBA?
MBA.
Okay.
I can't hoop a little bit. So I was searching, and then I ended up in New York doing an internship.
Wow.
And, New York is a lot different than Texas. So
Yes, it is.
I had to come back home. And I called Will McClay, hey, can you help me out? You got something for me to do? And he was like, yeah, go meet with this person. I came up here and I met with people, and the rest is history. Yeah. Now I'm on the youth football program.
And how long?
Oh, sweet, man.
How long were you?
Let's give him a clap, man. Come on, man.
How long did you play here?
5 years.
5 here and then
5 years here, 1 year in Chicago. That was kind of in between. When I went to Chicago, we lost 11 games. Everybody got fired. And then I texted Jason Garrett and said, hey, I would love to come back. He was like, yeah, as long as you're better than you were when you left, you do it. And I was like, all right.
Your last season here was 4-12, right?
Yes.
And then the Cowboys go on that 13-3 run, and you're sitting in Chicago like.
So we went to Chicago and it was negative 10 degrees outside.
Ooh.
Chicago blew us out. I go to Chicago. We play Dallas. Dallas blows out Chicago. They go to the playoffs. I come back. We go 4-12. Then I'm retired, and then they go 12-4 again.
You just couldn't fall on it.
Yeah,
huh?
I can't.
Wow.
I can't.
Just the worst. But Danny, can you tell us about the camps and what you're a part of? How many are there?
We have 14 camps throughout the summer. 11 of them are youth camps, which run from 1st to 7th grade. We have 4 left of the high school camps, and those are position specific. So it'll be Big Man Camp coming up on May 18th. We have a high school showcase at the end of the summer.
And camp.
Big Man Camp. Can we get a big man out there to show?
Oh, Nate Newton, get out there.
You know, since Kurt messed up this magazine, I don't know, man. But no, just call me. Stay in touch, man. Yeah. I'll give you my number, if you really need. But man, it's just, man, you look good, man. You smell good. I mean,
You just got married?
Your hair's all fixed up.
Wow, man.
Listen,
you the total package.
I found out you have to stay in shape when you're doing these youth camps because these kids will run you crazy. It's from 9 to 3:30. Right. So from 9 to 3:30, it's all football with all kids. And
Free lunch.
And so how long does this last? What's your period? Is it all year round?
So our first youth camp is June 3rd. And our last one ends on August 7th.
Hey, all y'all out there, this man run youth camps. How do they sign up?
What you do is you go to DallasCowboys.com/academy, and you want to sign up for our camp, and you want to do that before May 1st because early bird pricing is on.
Say it one more time.
Have some little, here you go. Early bird pricing. Make sure mom signs you up before May 1st. Right? Come see me. I'll teach you some good football.
Yeah.
DallasCowboys.com/academy.
So how some camps are more hands on than others? What do you guys get in there and get in there? Is it mainly running drills?
I am all the way in.
Yeah.
As I was as a player, I cannot let somebody else do anything for me. So when I'm at the camp, I'm running mostly the defensive positions, but you
don't yell at the kids, do you?
No, I don't yell.
Okay,
but
okay.
If they're
it's excitement.
if they're not doing the drill right, I will not hesitate to demonstrate how to do it. So if I do tackle a dummy, I'm going full speed and tackling the dummy. Let them know how to do it.
Kurt, did your kids ever go to these camps or DCC?
No, he turned this kid on to musicians and brass and horns and stuff like that.
My God.
Well, some football players start to go do ballet to work on their craft and stuff. So you could be a musician.
My younger
and come
son,
out.
he's good. He's a big kid. He'd be at your big man camp, but he hadn't been interested in football yet. So
really?
I should get him out there.
He hasn't met Danny yet. He hasn't met Danny yet.
Replay the podcast. Let him hear the podcast, and then maybe he'll come out.
You get a free standing room ticket to a preseason game for signing up.
Oh yeah,
2 of those. Two of those. You get Nike swag.
Wow.
You get to meet a current Dallas Cowboys player.
Wow.
And me, former
And
Dallas Cowboys
Danny.
player. Have an all-star coaching staff filled with former NFL athletes, coaches from all over the area. So our curriculum is excellent. It fits every position, and we work from first grade, and we get the first graders with the first graders, second with second, and on up. And as the age goes up, the drills are more detailed.
Ooh.
So we also have a Super Bowl trophy for the winning flag football team. We run a tournament at the end of each camp. So you get
I got one important question that's a little bit in football, but it's off of your camp.
Oh.
If the Cowboys was to get a safety in the second round, what should they kind of be looking for in this situation? Because we have Jeff Heath, Xavier Woods, Kayvon Frazier, and we signed another guy.
Them.
And I love them too, and I don't feel like we should get one in the second round. But if we do, what are you looking for there? I mean, you can be as specific as you want. Thank you.
Like the ocean?
I didn't graduate, so yeah.
So I played with Jeff Heath, and he's been a solid player for a while.
Right.
I think that if you are going to go out and get a safety, he cannot be incrementally better than the ones that we have, right? If you go out and get one, they have to be ahead. Right? They have to be way over that guy, right? So, and I think the guys that we have, it'd be difficult for you to find somebody that's that good, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm an LSU guy, so if you really want to do it, just wait till next year. Grant Dale put number 9. He's wearing number 7 at LSU this year.
Right.
You wait and you go get him.
What do you think they should do in the first round? this year.
Second round.
Yeah,
but not first round.
First pick. My bad.
Maybe you meant like, should they trade up? Should they?
No, I'm just
No,
thinking what
Miss
position?
Tay.
What
Well,
position?
Shannon said
What?
first round. I was just helping him out.
I've screwed up.
Well, I mean, as much as I have been paying attention, and I was watching the show before I got here, and we don't have a second team running back, right? Mm-hmm. So why not?
Kurt?
So why not get one, right? That 8 to 10 carries, like you said, they have to be explosive. It has to be somebody when they come in the game. The defense has to have scheme for them. They have to put some time into like, okay, this guy's in the game. Everybody should raise their hand and say,
The Bears had a big bruiser, right? And then they had the little backup guy, man. Now he's unique.
Right.
I can't think of his name for the Bears.
Well,
little
but-
scatterbug, man.
You can
Cohen.
find good running backs later. Do you want to spend a second-round pick on a guy that's going to get 10 snaps a game?
He might get 10 snaps a game. He might get more. But right now, running back is an important position for us because our O-line is so good. So you want a guy, like you said, not a drop-off when he comes in the game.
Now,
you don't want the defense to take a break when Zeke goes out.
I wonder if you can get that guy later, I guess.
Well, my question is what if something happened to Zeke? Are you good with just Rod Smith? And knock on wood. But what if something happened to Zeke and we just have a guy back there? How are you going to feel?
Scared?
Yeah, sure. But again, I'm just saying, there's a lot of good running backs out there later. I'm just worried. You were talking earlier about you were beating me down earlier about getting a defensive tackle. One defensive tackle in the second round.
From page
now
60.
You're switching.
Hey,
now you
can we interview this man? We brought him in, especially Tate. Thank you.
Nate has been wishy-washy the last few weeks.
No, I haven't.
All over the map.
I also can't offend any of the current players, and since we don't have a second team running back, it's easy for me to say.
That's a good question. How involved are you? Do you talk to any of the guys? I know you and Dre used to play together, and he's still in scouting, right?
He's still in scouting.
I see y'all talk. Do you talk to any other guys?
Philip Tanner, Josh Brent. In front office, me and Will McClay are from Houston, so he gave me that phone call and told me that they would pick me up as an undrafted free agent.
Oh,
so
cool.
we still talk. The player personnel, Brian Wansley, like all those guys. Most of the guys outside of that have kind of phased out or gone other places, but I still keep in contact with those
Barry
guys.
Church.
Barry Church, Mo Claiborne, Orlando.
Orlando came to his wedding.
Yes, Orlando.
Hey, speaking of wedding, when did this happen?
This was Saturday, man. I'm a new man.
Does that feel weird?
Huh? Yes. I put it on before I left. So I haven't learned to sleep in it yet.
Speaking of the draft, what was that process like for you? You were undrafted, right?
Yes.
What's that? How nerve-wracking is that day? And then what was it like when Will did call you?
I got to be completely honest.
That's
I
what we're all
knew
about.
I wasn't getting drafted.
Really?
But when the draft was on, I thought I was getting drafted.
Yeah.
So I sat there and I watched every round. I saw all my friends get drafted. And then at the end of the 7th, my phone rang. And I'm like, oh, please don't let it be Mr. Irrelevant. And then, he called. It's like, yeah, we're going to try, but we don't really think we have a pick, but we'll call you after. I'm like, yes. All right, let's do it. So they called. And after that, we back to playing football.
So 5 years, you were on 2 contracts?
3.
3 contracts.
So I did my rookie year, and then I did a 1 year. I did a 1 year in Chicago, and then I did a 1 year when I came back to Dallas. So I was undrafted free agent for 6 years in the NFL.
Wow.
Yeah.
So year to
That's
year.
good.
Year to year.
That's good.
Year to year. Training camp meant everything to me.
Oh,
OTAs meant everything. All the reps meant everything for me. Preseason.
Not many undrafted guys last that long.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's a long
We
time.
got me and Barry Church that year as safeties. So we were both undrafted free agent safeties, and Barry went on to play 9 years, I believe. Got him a big contract in Jacksonville. So we did all right.
Yeah.
Did you know this guy was undrafted too?
I did. So he might not remember. We used to do radio shows together when I played.
Wow.
I forgot what hotel it was at. But we did a couple of them.
Yeah. Now check this out. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And just in case you were wondering, me and Kurt were undrafted too.
Oh yeah. Still.
I was not, though. I was a first-round pick,
Yeah.
so I can't relate to you guys.
Hey, let me ask you this right here.
I love the way you start off. You never know where he's going.
Would you pay a guy $30+ million and not surround him with talent?
No.
You know where
Nobody's
he's going.
arguing that point. Nobody is arguing that point.
I'm just saying,
Dak Prescott.
He's like,
Kurt just.
No, I didn't. No.
Who's doing that?
Kurt?
No.
He's saying the Cowboys would do that with Dak Prescott.
No, that's what Kurt wanted to do.
Never said that.
Here's what's happened over the last 3 to 4 weeks. Up until about 3 or 4 weeks ago, Nate was, every pick needs to be defense. We need a fire plug in the middle. We need a safety. We need this, this, and this. They signed Robert Quinn, and Nate's like, draft all offense. The whole draft needs to be offense. So today and last week, he's just been hammering that home because we were talking about Russell Wilson getting paid. And Dak's probably going to fall into that
25 plus
in between
mil.
Kirk Cousins and Garoppolo's salary, which would make him about fifth highest paid quarterback, which is about 30. And Nate's point is, would you pay a man $30 million and then not give him the tools to earn that money?
So is this like not pay Zeke, not pay Amari?
Oh, you got to pay them. You got to pay them.
He's surrounded by weapons now. So
but see, the thing is, Zeke is coming up. Amari is coming up. So you got to draft guys that go outplay their contracts. So when we draft this one defensive lineman,
just one,
and then we draft all the offensive guys, that's how we help. That's how we gonna help.
That's where I see you can kind of play with Byron Jones's contract a little bit and see what they're doing there.
Don't play with the defensive back's contract.
They ain't gonna play.
They have feelings.
They're not gonna be able to. They're not gonna.
Yeah, because they're not going to be able to do Byron Jones's contract if you're doing Zeke's and Amari's and Dak's. And Dak he went to CAA Sports and got an agent just for his contract. Just for this moment right now.
Smart.
You know, I like when players get paid, bro.
Oh, I have the ultimate faith of the
I love it.
Upstairs that
Don't you
everybody can get paid.
Don't you like my Tay what? Isn't he the best?
Yeah, it's one of the best ones he's had.
I mean, he clean cut, he shaved up. I mean, he got his hair down.
He put my head up now. He's trying to make me feel
and he's over our youth camps. And he's over our youth.
Dan's got the best voice in the building, man. Do you sing or anything?
I don't sing. No? I tried it on Saturday. It didn't sound good.
Hey,
I think it's just okay for talking.
Spots.
Is there video of that? That's Douglas. He's behind the wall. That's not God.
We did the radio spots, and he's like, "Oh man, this is your first time." I'm like, "Yeah, this is it." Well, you're a pro. I'm like, all right. Well, so I go home and call my mom, like, hey, listen to the radio.
Wow.
Out of the park.
That's awesome. Well, Taylor, before we leave, who are we picking in the draft?
If Brian Broaddus was sitting here, he'd say Taylor Rapp. And I'm with that pick because we have the same name.
That's a safety, right?
That's a safety from Washington.
That's his pet cat Nate was just talking about.
As I said from 3 weeks ago, I want that Savage jersey. And that is what I want. Darnell Savage, come be a Dallas Cowboy. And Shannon, I'll buy you a Savage jersey too.
Okay.
So we can wear them.
I'll take that. Well, Kurt.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing up.
I appreciate it.
Nate, thanks for bringing it. Danny, anytime you want to come on this show, you are welcome to come on this show, man.
Danny, you left over on Haney.
Thank you for making the special trip.
Come on,
Tay, stretch. Douglas, thanks for doing what you do.
Well, some people know how to draft, and some people don't.
We will see. Big weekend.
They don't
Big
need me to
weekend.
draft.
And guess what? We'll have the first show after the draft.
That's
so
right.
tune in. We may have special guests.
Glad you got that position, man, with the Cowboys. Welcome back to the family,
congratulations.
brother.
And
Yes,
sign up
sir.
for camp.
Thanks, Tay.
Keep Danny employed.
Yes, one of those draft picks in the future will come straight from our camps. I believe it.
There you go.
Let's get them out there.
All righty. We'll be back Monday after the draft.
Hey, Mr. Safety.
Hanging with the boys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?